So I was diagnosed with HEDS after about, I don't know, 4-5 years of injuries and pain and just constantly going to the GP and like not knowing what to do or who to speak to. And then I finally paid to go and see a rheumatologist. And I was thinking like, great, like all my problems are going to be solved because I'm going to find out what's wrong with me. And then I got referred to another rheumatologist once I had my diagnosis. And they basically just said, do some physio. So like any normal person, I was like, right, I'm just going to find a physio. Even though I was like literally struggling to stand up, struggling to walk. I was in so much pain and was crying just all the time. I didn't know how to help myself. And then, went to see 2 different physios, spent a whole lot of money, and I was like, I feel helpless. And then I'm scrolling away on TikTok and I see Alex like pop up. And actually one of my friends had sent me her video about hypermobility, and it's literally the first content creator I had seen just talking about the different issues she's had. And so prior to that, I had like dislocated my jaw. I'd had shoulder problems. At the time, when I actually went to go and see Alex, I had a swollen like jaw. I couldn't move my neck left and right. I had like no, I'd like muscle atrophy, like I had no muscles. And like, I was so low and depressed. And the doctors and GPs weren't helping me. So yeah, I saw this TikTok, and then she offered like a 15-minute slot where you could just like speak to her on the phone. And at this point, like she caught me at like desperation, because I was like, I don't know what to do. Like every physio I'm going to is telling me to do these exercises, but these exercises are really hurting. Like they're really hurting me, and I don't feel like I'm making any progress. And yeah, I had the call. I sent her this like massive long email before we even had the call, because I was so anxious. I felt like I was like having to prepare someone else just to like not dismiss me, because I had just been dismissed so much and like told that my symptoms were not severe. Like I'm just going to show a few photos of like how I was before I went and had some treatment with Alex. This was like my swelling 2 years ago. So like I had swelling around my jaw. You can probably see like no colour in my face. Like I was super unwell. I'm so glad I kept all these photos. So like both my shoulders were just like, I could barely move them. I could barely move my shoulders, okay? And I can't tell you what that does to someone. And I'm not joking. She's the first like healthcare provider that just sat and listened to me. Like I was so nervous, because you become nervous to go to appointments because you're tense, because you just want to be believed and you just want to be helped, right? But like I'd been to see 2 physios, and I was thinking, God, like I don't know how long I can keep going, as in keep on trying to like. And even though like we'd spoken on the phone before for free, and you know we'd emailed, I was still really nervous, because that had been my experience the whole time. And then I got in the like consultants room, and I thought, you know, she was just gonna like not pull me, like assess me physically and then like give me some exercises. But like anytime I'd been like treated previously, it would always really hurt, and I was really sensitive. And I think what I like is like it's like not a one size fits all. Like her approach was very tailored to me, and she would explain what she was doing and why she was doing it. And, you know, at any time she would like check in and say like, does that feel like better or worse? And like, it's kind of guiding you through it. And then she'd also, which I think is so unique, like if you're sort of debating about whether it's like a good investment or not, and you are sitting there stuck wondering like, how can I try and improve my symptoms? Like, how can I cope with this? Like, what actually can I do? What can't I do? Like, it's like a 360 approach. Like, she helped make recommendations that I could give to my employers, like so detailed, like all these little things, you know, trying to ensure that I don't like re-injure myself further, and like making sure. Best thing I ever learned was like, what is true rest? I never used to know what true rest was like at all. I still use everything she taught me 2 years ago today. you know, to support my neck with the towel, like so many little tips and tricks. And she also now has this, well, the Discord community that's been like, if I never had gone along to that appointment, I wouldn't have been introduced to like the amazing people on the Discord who like are just like one of you, and you're like, oh my god, I'm not alone. Like, oh my god, other people are going through this, because it's such a lonely experience when you're in so much pain. So yeah, I had like lots of follow-up sessions with Alex, and like everything that I've been taught has stayed, and it's like completely changed my life. But honestly, like, it's worth every penny, is all I'm gonna say. And you know, if I could have seen myself 2 years ago, like how I was today, like and it's like, it's not perfect now. I still struggle, I still have bad days, but I know what to do. Like, I know, like, right, this is probably why this is happening. And I also know if I do get a new injury, I can talk and like book an appointment, and I feel like I'm not alone going through like the assessment process, because sometimes you need to be, you know, advised to other professionals, you know, maybe to get scanned, maybe to get blood work. And like, she's just so knowledgeable of the whole healthcare system that, yeah, it's like completely life-changing. And I just don't say that lightly. Like, I was so skeptical. Even now I go to, you know, healthcare professionals and I get scared, like even at like the GP, I'm like, oh, I'm scared. And actually I've got a wonderful GP now, and it's just like 360 care, like, that you just don't find very often.